There you are at last. I've been waiting here for hours. Just a moment. You're not a merchant from town. Where is Baltram?
Baltram? You're waiting for a merchant?
Smart kid, aren't you? That's what I just said, isn't it? That good-for-nothing junk merchant seems to have forgotten me. If only I could get my hands on him.
Who are you?
I don't see how that's any of your business. But if you must know, my name is Skip. Does that ring a bell?
Who?
Are you telling me you've never heard of Skip? Holy shit! Where do you live? I'm one of Corinus's most wanted criminals. Me and my boys have been the scourge of the waters around this crummy island for years. Come on, you must have heard of me.
But of course. It's all coming back to me now.
Honestly, you've really heard of me before? Oh shit! And I had been thinking of strolling into town. Good thing I didn't. The militia would have put me in the slammer right away.
Where do you come from?
You want to know where our hideout is? If I tell you that, I might as well invite the militia to arrest me. And in case you would like to pay us a visit, it wouldn't help you in the least. The island of Corinus is large, and no one ever gets to where we are anyway, unless they have a cog or some other ship. And then you'd have to find your way through the cliffs as well. Nobody gets through there unless they know the secret path. There are only 2 people who know the path, and you're not one of them.
A lot of citizens are missing, and everything seems to indicate that you're not quite innocent in the matter.
Damn it. It's not what you think it is. Do I look like a slave trader to you? No, I only transport goods. What they are and where they come from is no concern of mine. We have shipped all kinds of things for those swine. First, it was just regular stuff. Well, sometimes it may have been contraband. But then they started to kidnap the inhabitants of the city. No idea what they're planning to do with them. All we did was ferry them across.
Who are you talking about?
The bandits, of course. Who else? The filthy scum who are making themselves at home all over the island. And not just here, around Corinus.
Just bandits isn't good enough for me. I want a name.
A name? You want to know who's leading the bandits? Damn it! What was that bastard's name again? I just can't recall his name. Even if it wasn't all that complicated. But I can show you where to find the boss of the gang in this part of Corinus. Have you got a decent map?
No.
Then I guess I'll have to give you a description. There's a very big farm far to the east. The farmer's name is NOTR, I think. He's got some fairly large fields. To the south of those fields, there's a small fortress on a high cliff. That's where you'll find your man. I remember his name now. Dexter. Yes, I think they called him Dexter.
Where did you take those people?
I already told you. I'm not going to tell you where our bay is.
problem solved itself.
Do you know anything about a thieves' guild in town?
The questions you ask. Of course, there's a thieves' guild here, just like in every big city. And every petty pickpocket or fence is probably connected to it somehow.
Do you know where I can find the thieves' guild?
No offense, but even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you anything. These people usually react very sensitively to things like that. If you want to get involved with them, you should be very careful.
There's nothing you can do about it. Nobody ever asks me. You hardly know who to believe these days. I could have told you that before.
That's not what my husband
There's nothing you
was.
can do about it.
If I hadn't seen it with my
Sister,
own
you
eyes,
better.
that's an open secret.
It was obvious all along.
Boy, that lunatic's hammering is wearing me down.
Who are you talking about?
Can't you hear that hammering? Who do you think hammers all day long in the Harbor District? I mean that lunatic felon. He takes the hammer to his hut every day.
I could take care of Felon.
You want to help me? What's in it for you?
You tell me.
Oh, that's how it is. All right, if you can get him to stop hammering, I'll pay you 25 gold pieces. But I'll tell you one thing right now. You can't talk to the guy. He's nuts. The only thing that will help is a few decent punches.
If I beat him up, I'll just get into trouble with the militia.
Down here at the harbor, no one pays much attention to brawls. But if you steal around here or mess with the sheep, you'll be in trouble.
I'll see what I can do.
You can think about it. Remember, I'll pay you 25 gold coins.
Works all day too.
Hey, you!
Really, how interesting.
Why are you hammering?
For days now, I've been desperately trying to fix the leaks in my house. The rafters have been crumbling away ever since we had those rainfalls recently. Soon everything's gonna come down around my ears.
Hey,
That's an open secret.
Sister, you knew better.
Everybody knows about
hello? Are you feeling quite well?
Fine, just as long as I manage to get all this repaired in time.
That's been known a long
Hey.
time.
Could you stop hammering?
No, I have to finish this.
It's really not my problem.
Stop that hammering or I'll break every bone in your body.
Forget it, or I'll knock some sense into your head with my hammer.
That's not what I heard.
Don't tell us.
Don't you try that again. Okay, so you beat me. Some heroic deed that was.
Will you stop hammering now or do I have to thrash you again?
No, don't hit me anymore. I'll stop. But if everything collapses around here, it'll be your fault.
Felon will hammer no longer.
Hear that? No more hammering. At last, I thought the fellow would never quit. You've done me a huge favor. You know what? I'll give you 30 gold pieces.
Are those your sheep?
The only one that belongs to me is the one that answers to the name of Lucy. That's my wife, Lucy. The sheep belong to the militia. All the sheep they collect from the farmers, they bring to me.
And how are the sheep?
The sheep eat and get fatter and fatter. Just like my wife.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. Martial law is immediately
What are you doing
declared
here?
in all cities and regions
This is my
of the
home.
realm.
But if you
All
mean,
civilian
what do I do
judges
all
are to
day?
hand over
I
their
arrange
duties to the royal
fights.
paladins, effective immediately.
You arrange
The
fights?
Honorable Lord
Every
Andre
day,
is
from
commanded
noon
to
until
punish
evening.
every crime
And right
or
here,
act of
behind the
resistance
warehouse
against
in the
King's
Harbor
guards
District.
most
Home sweet
severely.
home.
Every inhabitant of Corinus who is guilty of
What
a
are the
crime
rules for the
is to
fight?
report
Quite simple.
immediately to Lord
All
Andre.
regular weapons are allowed, no bows or crossbows, and no magic. We fight until one of us drops. And as soon as one of us is flat on his back, it's over. Got it? Whoever leaves the ring is out. So if you quit, I win. The stake is 50 gold coins. If you win, you get 100 back. If not, well, then your money is down the drain. Got it?
Yep. You live behind the warehouse?
It's only temporary. When you have as much gold as I do, you can afford a little luxury. I was a drill instructor in the army, but I left that bunch to seek my fortune in adventure. Now I've wound up in this shithole. My last 100 gold pieces went to the guards at the city gate. So, I'm seeing to it that I come into money again. I even had to sell my sword.
To whom did you sell the sword?
I swapped it with a trader in the marketplace for some stuff. The guy's called Jorah. The torches and the bit of meat that he gave me are long used up.
He isn't likely to give me the sword for nothing.
It's an old sword. He won't want much for it. Just think of the money as an extra stake for the fight.
What do you know about the war against the orcs?
There's not much to tell. The war's been going on for too long. The country people are starving. Everywhere there are peasant revolts that are put down mercilessly by the king. But there's just too many of them. If the war doesn't end soon, the realm will fall apart.
Can you train me?
If you really want to learn how to fight, then go up against me. The lesson is no extra charge.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit
I wanna
order of
fight
the
against
Honorable
you.
Lord Hagen,
Do you have
the
50
following
gold
decree
pieces?
is hereby enacted. From this
Here you
moment
are.
onward,
We have
Lord
a new
Andre
challenger.
will take
The bets are
supreme command
placed.
of our militia.
Are you ready?
All the citizens of this city who
Come
have
here.
martial skills
Then
at
let's
their
see what you
disposal
can do.
are herewith urged to join the royal militia.
What you waiting for?
Give it your all. Give it your all.
Ticket. What you waiting for?
Show him. Give it your all.
That hit the spot.
Ah, my head.
Wait a
Hear
minute.
ye, inhabitants
Oh,
of
man.
Corinus.
You
By
packed
the
quite a
explicit
punch.
order of
I
the
see you
Honorable
already
Lord
took your
Hagen,
gold.
the
You could have
following
waited
decree
until
is
I gave it to
hereby
you.
enacted.
I keep
The
my
security
word.
measures for
And
the
one more
protection
thing.
of the upper
No
quarter
one
will
talks
be
about
further
what goes on
strengthened.
behind the warehouse.
The guards on the gates are
The militia
ordered to
puts
interpret
everyone
the
who
law
does
in
the slightest
strictest
thing
sense
here
in
behind
order to
bars.
prevent
And those boys
unauthorized
don't like to
entry.
see betting on fights.
Can you train me?
I keep my word. I'll teach you everything I know, provided you have the necessary experience.
I want to fight against you.
Nah. Before I go up against you again, I need a better weapon. I had to sell my sword a few days ago. With that, baby, I'm unbeatable. If you get it back from me, I'll take you on again.
Adanos feared for the day in which the beast would return to the land. And so he bade Enos to leave a part of his power in his realm.
Hey, you!
Are you looking for a job?
Sure, what's it about?
My errand boy hasn't come back, and I'm waiting for a delivery from the farmer Akil.
And how much is it worth to you?
I'll give you 50 gold pieces.
Fine, I'm in.
Okay. Just tell Akil that I sent you. He'll give you a package. Bring it to me.
Where can I find Akil's farm?
Just go out here through the east gate and follow the path to the southeast. After a short while, you'll come to a stone stairway. Go up that, and from there, you'll already be able to see Akil's farm.
You're doing business with pirates?
What? Who told you that?
I talked to one of them. He seems to be waiting for you in his bay.
What can you do? These are hard times.